Every time when you hear this sound, every time you check the clock and it's 3 p.m. Nigerian or West African time, and even if you don't check, you should check actually. But why won't you check? Seriously. Anyways, it's the Boomba on your Boom Radio NG. My name is Shola Rogers, and I say welcome to the bar. The bar is not so dry because I have a glass of water. Or is it? Or is it?
Water does not have bubbles.
Water that has lime and lemon in it can have bubbles.
No. Lime and lemon is not gas. It's not gas. Don't
Einstein.
Come and bamboozle us in this place.
Not the only bamboozle.
Don't come and use.
It's only bamboo that you know.
Don't come and bamboozle us in this place.
You don't.
No water. It's no water.
You don't know Irokozu.
It's no water.
It's only bamboo that you know.
Here, come and use bread to go along your bed.
It's a bar. I have my water.
Anyway.
Some people don't have anything.
Anyway. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody, for wherever you're listening to us from, whatever time you are listening to us from. It's a very interesting day. It's been a very interesting week, and we will bid you a warm welcome to the final Boom Bar for the week.
And of course, being a Friday, we're urging you to stay close to us. Don't go nowhere. At 9 p.m. we have the longest party on radio with DJ Bami coming through, non-stop back-to-back hits, and in between that time there's the news and a couple of other things that we're bringing your way. So you know what? Don't go anywhere. Trust me.
Yeah, there's a lot of things.
And it's still being Friday again. We get to talk about new music.
Yeah, I was doing
that's basically
like,
a Nigerian
really
thing. Some entertainment stories, updates, analysis.
Major thing. Talking about music. Davido's O2 show is tomorrow. Is it today? No, it's tomorrow. It's actually tomorrow.
And you know, the beauty about that is that about last night, there was a tweet from the O2 Arena's verified handle saying that the show is now sold out. And this is something that people seem to use as a yardstick, as a sign of achievements and stuff. For me, the fact that you can even attempt to host the show at O2 is already a big deal.
Amazing.
You're already amazing
itself, yeah.
And everything. You know, so staying with that theme, talking about Davido, images of his former girlfriend / maybe baby mama, but I don't like using the term baby mama.
But she's a
with
baby mama.
with his daughter and a couple of his friends on the plane, and one of them actually put it out on social media that David sent a plane for them. Then a few hours after touchdown London, the pictures of him going to the tarmac to pick them up from the airport
of
and all
his
of
siblings and all that.
It looks like there were a couple of other celebrities on the plane, you know, on the private jet and all that. Looks like it's going to be like an interesting show, an interesting time out there. I'm just happy for Davido that he's done this. And again, something that he might have appropriated, but he uses more than the first set of people I used to hear them say it. We rise by lifting others. This show is actually being tagged the WRL, you know, we rise by lifting others, the WRLO show and everything. So a part of me is thinking already, like, is he going to donate part of the proceeds to charity? He's doing a lot.
He's doing a lot. Yeah. So shout out to him.
No matter what you say, Davido,
I think he's an amazing person.
Human being.
Yes, that you cannot take away from
we pray that you have a great show. Now, for the younger folk, I would have said something that we say in theater, but I know that it will be misconstrued.
Wow.
In theater, we say break a leg.
Yeah.
Break a leg means have a great show.
Yeah, have a great show.
But I know the youth of today.
No. I think people still get it.
That guy was on YouTube. He was saying that Davido should break a leg.
Break a leg. Now he has broken a leg. Oh God.
I didn't say it.
It's a very interesting, very interesting times. And talking about music, I think we should really just dive into a lot of music. And a lot of music came out today, and most of them, I actually took my time to listen to a lot of this music.
Welcome on board.
And
why are you making it a big deal? I do that all the time.
No. I decided to be very thorough. It might sound, I know that I'm typically very critical of music, but you know, when you actually just try to listen a lot. So this particular one, I actually did like put in an extra effort to listen to it, just so that we'll have something to talk about on the show today.
Yeah,
You know?
I think we don't always have
I will
something to
not
talk
be
about.
biting my mouth today where it is going on and on and on and on about the music.
Whatever. Okay, so
Anyway,
let's dive right into
let's dive right into it.
new music.
First person.
But let's announce that we always focus on Nigerian songs or songs that have Nigerians featuring on them.
On them, yeah.
That's what we do. So it's not as if there are not other songs being released in America, in Ghana, in South Africa, and
we
all
like
over.
our own like that.
But
You get
this
it?
is
We like to
the
promote
focus.
our own. So for starters, I think that this the past few weeks we've been seeing a lot of collaborations between American artists and Nigerian artists. I'm very, very happy about that. I'm very elated that this is where Nigerian music is going now. You hear about people getting DMs. I watched an interview where Fireboy was like, he and Ed Sheeran, literally it was a DM that Ed Sheeran actually sent to him. Like a lot of people, you hear different things about how there was talks about how Justin Bieber actually wanted to jump on Essence. You know, like it's refreshing to hear that Nigerian music is gaining like that much ground. It's very beautiful. So the very first one on the list today is Malay and Justin Bieber with Attention.
Okay, so for those who do not know, this is the second collaboration between these two. There's a Justin Bieber song. I get my wheel out in Georgia. You that shit.
Is Omale on that song?
There's a version that has Omale on it.
Oh
yeah.
Oh, okay. Didn't know. I know
So there's
song,
actually
I know
a version like that came out last year, and of course Omale did good on that song. So I think they might have established some kind of rapport, and kept the lines of communication open. You get so that's that. So we are analyzing that now, and I've listened to the song, and it's not a bad song. It's different from what I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, it was a different sound entirely.
But there's something about Justin Bieber. He just knows how to jump on something and make it his own. Like he's very, very territorial. He's a wicked guy. Be careful when you bring him to collaborate on your song. That didn't happen on Essence.
That didn't happen on
Essence. Was already, of course.
No, I'm not. I don't think that it was. Whatever. I don't think it was about.
But on this one,
because the song
I'm
was
not
already
done.
big.
On this one, sorry. Justin Bieber killed it, and Omale has a hit on his hand. Now, some people have had one or two negative comments about the song on social media and around me, kind of. So, I say, give it a chance. It's that kind of song that will grow on you. It's that kind of song that you probably need to play more than once, in my opinion, and I might be wrong.
Can I talk now?
I hope so. I hope it's talk that you want to
talk. Can I talk now?
I said I hope it's talk that you want to talk.
Okay, so on this song Attention, in my dictionary, I think it's a very different song. It's a very different sound, and the way music is going these days, I think I'm beginning to realize that you really can't just shut any kind of music down because it doesn't sound like the regular stuff. So yes, do I agree that at a point it might grow on you? I think it's actually a nice song. It's a feel-good song. You know, it's a very laid-back song. So I'm actually liking the vibe. The issue I have with this song is not with Justin Bieber.
You have an issue with this
Yes,
song?
I do. I have I found out that it's actually an Omale song featuring Justin Bieber. But it sounded like a Justin Bieber song. Even Omale sounded like he was feeding off Justin Bieber. He sounded like Justin Bieber.
In your opinion?
You took what's it called now? Essence. You used Essence as an example. I do not think that he didn't do that for Essence because the song was already big. Nope. Because everybody in that song, and Thames and Wizkid and Justin Bieber had their own identities and they shone through. Like everybody just, if you had played the audio of this Attention song and you did not, and you thought that anybody, if you had told someone the song is a Justin Bieber song and there's nobody else on the song, I wouldn't have doubted it. It sounded like Omar was literally just trying to sound like Justin Bieber. I'm sorry, but that's the way it sounded to me. Do I think it's a nice song? Yes, I think it's a nice song. I just think that if there are future collaborations, maybe Omar should try and have a bit more identity on songs like that.
All right, so your opinion is valid, your analysis is spot on, and again, these things are not done to pull anybody down. It's basically done to help people get better at what they do. And
opinion generally.
And it is valid, very valid.
This one song, I don't know why it skipped my mind. I said I was going to listen to it. This Santi song, Subaru Boys, I did not listen to it.
It's an album.
Oh, it's an album. I didn't know it was an album.
There are about 4 or 5 albums that dropped today. So it's an album.
I did not even. I thought it was a song, and I made a mental note to listen to it. I don't know why I did not. So
I have listened to about 3 or 4 songs. Again, let's start by saying, who is Santi? Mm-hmm. Some people don't even know Santino. I saw Twitter and I'm like, yeah. Boys of your generation is
the boy was please, what's that song that Shwomi? Oh my god.
You know Sparky now.
It was Shwomi that made me like,
you know, we get it.
There's one other, there was one
I like Sparky.
There was one very popular song.
We play a lot of Santi songs.
It was annoying at a point. Yeah.
You know, and
then we just didn't hear from him for a while.
Because he's been working. Mm-hmm. He was forced to change his name.
Yeah, he had to change his name, yeah.
He had to change his name to Crow Santino. And he didn't change his style, didn't change his brand, didn't change his beats and everything.
And I think if you're not careful, that can also affect it.
There's a song with Coffee. No, at all, not Santi. Santi is not making music for everybody. Santi is making music for the people who can relate to Santi. And he's not begging, he's not trying to go commercial, and he's doing very well. So he has a song with Coffee, you know, the Jamaican dancehall artist, and I like the song.
I definitely would check it out.
There's Amari.
Okay.
He has a song with Amari. Amari tweeted at him this morning like it was a pleasure working on that album and everything. You know, I've listened to about 3 songs, and because I am a big Santi fan, I love all 3 songs. You get, and it's an entire body of work. There are a couple of songs with SEO and CO and Brazzy and a couple of other people.
I've not checked it, but I definitely would.
I urge you to go check out Crow Santino. You know, just search for Subaru
Boys.
It's Subaru, the owners, but in Nigeria we call it Subaru.
What's that?
Like the car that, you know, Subaru.
Oh, okay.
Subaru Boys or Subaru Boys.
Whatever it is.
Search for Santi Subaru Boys.
Anyway, another one that I liked the vibe. It was very different. Of course, it's Madonna. It's very different. But this is where I'm saying that people and having their own identities in songs is Fireboy's remix on or his own sound on Madonna's Frozen. This is Madonna Sickick. I'm not sure.
Music, yeah.
Sickick and Fireboy DML.
Yeah.
I listened to that song.
So if you know the original of the song.
Yeah, I went to listen to the original,
which know the original
came out 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, okay, strange.
And then
I know you like a lot of music, so I'm surprised. You're not a big Madonna fan.
Honestly, I'm not. I won't say I am.
But it's not a crime.
I won't say I am. Then I actually, because Fireboy's part is like at the tail end of the song, and I can say he's fantastic.
He did his thing. On that song, he just did Fireboy.
Exactly. That's it.
At some point, I'm like,
that's
Fireboy, all this God way and things they call. You know, say all these people, they don't too like this kind of thing.
Yeah, he did his thing.
But he did his thing.
Yeah.
Fireboy is going to go places.
Yeah.
He's already gone places, but it gives you that vibe like, this guy going to be huge. Like, it's going to be, like they're saying now, huge. So I
if you think Fireboy has blown, you're not ready.
He's just starting.
It's just starting. I think it's
even Fireboy knows that he's just starting.
Yeah, I think
he has too much talent to be boxed into a corner, and his feature on that song is a big deal because it's an iconic song. It's a classic. It's a Madonna classic.
Yeah, it's
the kind of song that people go
that's
crazy
what I'm
for.
saying. Like actually,
and there's a Fireboy.
He blended into the song, and the Madonna personality did not overshadow him in the song. That's where I'm coming from. Like that's the definition of a remix or a collaboration in my dictionary for a song that has been that big for that many years, and you bring your own spin to it, and it's just different. I think it's some amazing work he has done. Another person that we had not seen for years, and then out of the blue we just hear him is W4. We can say that it was like a one-hit wonder because it was just one song, and then I know he had like a few songs.
A couple of other songs.
No, what I say is a one hit.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. Some one-hit wonders just drop one song. So I don't agree he's a one-hit wonder. I think he's an amazing guy that had one massive hit.
The rest were no hits.
Well, moving on to the song.
So his song W4 featured Buju or Benson.
Yeah, it's Benson now.
Let me know. So have you listened to that song?
So I have not.
Mm-hmm.
I did not find it on the platform I wanted to listen to.
Yes, you have to go and look for streaming platforms to find it on.
Yeah, I didn't find it on the platform I wanted to listen to, and I had to step out, so I skipped.
Yeah.
So I don't have anything to say about this song.
So I had to literally look for it, which I think is not a very wonderful thing. I think that if you're not careful, people are literally just going to switch off. I think for the sake of programming and the kind of thing that we do, I went an extra mile, which I don't think a lot of other people would. But listening to the song, I think it was just Buju did his thing. Let me just put it like that. You know the way Buju literally takes over a song? Yeah. The song was Buju and Buju with a tiny bit of W4.
Oh, that's fine. As long as it works for W4, the owner of the song, works for Buju, it's fine.
Yeah, another Buju or Benson. I don't know how this Benson thing is going to work. But anyway, another Benson song that is big now because there is reports that is big in the UK charts, is number 1 on the UK charts, is number 1 in Nigeria, and then also number 1 in Ghana at the moment is Pheelz and Benson with Finesse.
You know, it's a sick song. I'd seen the snippets on Twitter days ago, and it was close to 1 minute. It was Buju playing it in a car and everything. I said, "Oh man, I like the flow, I like the vibe." And Pheelz was actually singing too. And people don't know.
You know that.
At some point they thought it was Buju all the way.
Yes, which is why, for me, I don't even think Buju shone as much as Buju normally does in songs.
So shout out to
Pheelz. This is the second song that I will see that Buju will sing the hook, and I think the hook did it for me. Not even Buju. The song he had with MI and Vector. Yeah. I think the hook of that song did it for me. The same thing with this song too. I think that the hook, which was sung by Pheelz, does it for me for this song. They're both really good in their verses and all that, but the hook was just it for me. Like, I think it's a different vibe and it is beautiful. I think it's a beautiful song.
So shout out to Pheelz. I think you have a massive hit.
Yes, I think so. I also think so. Another person is Wonder Banton, Kizz Daniel, and Tiwa with Wahala remix.
So I like the Wahala original. I like the message. I like the flow.
You know when you've heard a song, I didn't know it was. So when I heard it, I'm like, I know the song.
Is this definitely good somewhere?
Like, I know this song.
Yeah, we played that song a lot on radio.
Like, I'm not sure that like I ever had put like a name of like an artist to it.
So it's Wonder Banton, and I don't know who advised him. I don't know who did this, but whoever is Wonder Banton, shout out to your team. You guys did a thing on that song, bringing Kizz Daniel and Tiwa Savage. So 2 days ago, Tiwa tweeted a video.
Yeah, I think I saw that video.
And she was in a lovely ride. I love that ride. And she was dancing to that song. I was like, oh, there's Wahala and everything. I'm like, oh, yeah. So they actually did a remix of Wahala. And, they did a remix that did not kill the original. Like, yeah, you're like, this is a nice
You know,
song.
the funny thing for me, it even made me go and look for the original.
Yeah,
right?
that's what...
Which I think that it's a nice remix. But for me, it was not a wow remix.
Okay.
It was what you would expect from Kizz Daniel and Tiwa. Do you understand? I wasn't wowed by it. Was okay. It's Kizz Daniel and Tiwa. Like, okay, all right. It wasn't like out of the world for me. But what is it a nice remix? Yes. Did it take anything away from the original? Oh no, absolutely not. I would honestly, I'm not sure yet which to pick between the remix and the original. Yes.
I like the verses that Kizz Daniel and I'm forced to call him Kizz now because his handle is Kizz, not Kiss. So I like it, and I like Tiwa's own version. They already made a video and all of that too. And I think Wonder Banton has done himself a lot of good.
Of course. Those two
by
people
this
on
to,
a particular song, oh, amazing, definitely. Another
reminds me of when Davido
and Tiwa was on Kizz Daniel's song. Yeah, that actually like popped up in my head as well. And another remix for me is Skiibii featuring Tory Lanez, the Baddest Boy US remix. What do you think about it?
I want a clean version of that song. That's my thing. I want... I'm not going to be able to play that version that I've heard online and everything. I want a clean version of that song. Tory Lanez, not bad. Skiibii, not bad. But I'm afraid that Skiibii might blow it.
Overflog
it's
this
the same
song.
Exactly. And, the Davido remix is amazing.
Yes.
You get... Now the Tory Lanez, I was expecting something different. So it wasn't exactly what I wanted.
It was. But, to be honest with you,
like I said, some songs will grow on you, and I hope this one does.
For me, I listened to it, I went back to this because I actually did not know.
I still prefer the...
I didn't even know the original song until Davido's own came out. Yeah.
I still prefer the Davido.
And today I actually went back to listen to Davido's own, like, not bad song at all. I think Davido did a number on that song. Then I went back to listen to the Tory Lanez song. My opinion, Tory Lanez did well. Like, he flowed in the song, but it seemed like they sent a verse and then they just joined it to Skiibii's old word voice drop, and that was
down.
And that was it.
Master.
There was, after his verse, there was nothing else. And then
Chemistry,
Skiibii kept on repeating the verse, and like he didn't have anything else to sing. I'm like, okay, why are we still listening to this? Like, I think that, and I also see that is a thing that a lot of Nigerian artists are doing these days. You have one hit, and then you feel that you need to, like, milk it dry.
Yeah. Yeah, and
I'm not sure it works.
Talking about hits and milking it dry, you mentioned this duo earlier, so they also dropped a remix today of a version of the song that's globally acclaimed. We were talking about Peru. So there's the Peru remix that was just Fireboy and Ed Sheeran. So now there's Fireboy, Ed Sheeran, and Rehab, and there's a Peru Rehab remix, which is actually like EDM, like up tempo, dancey kind of stuff. So
which
you know the funny thing, that is going to take that song to another sphere, because especially in Europe where that's the kind of music they listen to. You know
why I might like that angle is because
it's making this and it's working.
But if you notice, every single angle of this song that he had released, there's a different vibe to the same song.
Yeah.
Which, compared to Skiibii, I don't want to be listening to the same thing and then just put someone's verse on it.
So
As much as I'm not also a fan of a lot of things that Ricardo did with Ozumba and Badiwe, I'm not so much of a fan of a lot of the remixes. But if you notice, all those remixes had like different vibes to them.
Different vibes.
So
it actually
I agree with because
he put in the work.
It's
on those
different.
ones.
It's different markets. It's for different markets, different people. So I think it's amazing.
I'm talking about that. One of my friends was queuing up for fuel on Ozumba, by the way, a few days ago, and he's really angry. You know, Ricardo is in London or was in London during that period, at least earlier this week, and my friend is angry. He said that Ricardo is a liar, that he spent 6 hours queuing up for fuel.
It's supposed to be,
and he did not see Ricardo. You know, you said you'll be on Ozumba.
But I can't see you.
Ricardo, we can sue you for negligence of duty because you're supposed to be on
permanently on Ozumba.
But one thing we can do for Ricardo is maybe we'll speak to Governor Sanwo-Olu. He should give us permission to erect a Ricardo statue on Ozumba.
On Ozumba, by the way, so at least he's there.
So if people say, see now, the statue is there now. It be on Ozumba, by the way.
Yeah.
You know,
Another person that released another song today, even though there is supposed to be a Benson and Zinoleski kilometer.
Yeah, but it's not new.
Anywhere.
It's not actually.
I can't find it anywhere.
Okay, maybe because I've edited somehow. Maybe I listened to the snippets and stuff.
I think it was just the snippets that came out.
Yeah.
The song was supposed to be out.
They were shooting a video when I saw it and everything.
It's like nowhere.
In a few hours time, it will be everywhere. At times they have issues with distribution and all of that.
Yeah, and also Magics with chocolate.
And these two are nominated in the Eddies that we'll probably be discussing next week because we won't have time for it today. Magics is a guy that makes you understand the genius of Don Jazzy, but Magic's on his own is making people understand that he didn't get picked up by Maven because of his dreadlocks or his looks. So he's dropped that new song, Chocolate, and again I say, can we get the radio version of this song? I would like to have the radio version, please, Maven.
Honestly,
can we get the clean version?
I'm not loving this song.
I just want the clean version, sir.
We pulled it.
We pulled it already. We paid and bought and all, but bottom line, you know what it is. I like the fact that he's busy because only 2 weeks ago he dropped like a remake or rehash or redo of that Love Don't Cost a Thing song that I already liked.
Yeah.
Then he now brought Ira, and Ira is such an amazing singer.
Mm-hmm.
And she just changed the vibe of that song. And she made me love the song. I love the original and I love the version with
Ira. Version with her, yeah. So I'm honestly, I'm sorry, but I'm not in love with the songs. A few other songs popped up here and there.
If this was The Voice or one of those reality shows, you would be the main judge.
I'm not a mean judge.
I said you will be the main judge.
I'm not mean. I'm just being
real. You're just being you.
Yeah, this is how I feel about a certain kind of thing. That's it. If people might call me a little bit overcritical with few songs, but it's just me. It's just what I do. Anyway, let's move on from that. As we've really spoken about a lot of music. There's a lot of sports issues, obviously centering around Ukraine and Russia issues. But one that I think that people should look forward to is on Sunday.
Okay,
there's Manchester Derby on Sunday.
You're still listening to the Boom Bar on your Boom Radio NG, Oladolupo and Shola Rogers live in the building. And of course, we are saying that you can actually reach out to us. You can send us an SMS, preferably a WhatsApp message to 089 488 2388 089 488 2388. One of the feedbacks that we've gotten is that we've not been putting out these numbers on a regular. So please send us a message on 089 488 2388 and we'll read it. Anything that we've talked about, anything we are about to talk about, or anything that you want to talk about your own thoughts, your own opinions, please drop them, and we'll be sure to handle them to the best of our ability and our knowledge. It's the Boom Bar, your Boom Radio Energy, and we're switching gears now. Since you talked about music, I know you're about to move into other stuff, but before you do, staying with the entertainment theme of the show so far on a Friday, singer, Timaya.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Has been embroiled in some kind of controversy. A lady actually called him out on social media about 2 days ago, stating how her sister got hit by Timaya, that her sister's car got hit by Timaya's car, and that Timaya also made away from the venue and his car hit the sister again. That's apart from hitting the car,
she got hit.
Alleges that the sister got hit, and again, it led to a whole lot of stuff. So people started calling him out. Timaya responded and said that's not exactly what happened. But long story short, he went to the lady's family house and he got arrested just before he left the place. Well, just before he was about to leave. And today, quite uncharacteristically, without trying to form anything, he actually tweeted his
an apology. The funny thing.
And he said sometimes you just have to apologize.
To be honest with you, maybe I read him wrong. I've always read him wrong. I did not see this coming from Timaya. I did not.
I was very happy that he did what he did.
Yeah.
So Timaya did not try to justify or defend himself, but he explained what happened. And you will see it from his angle too, that there was some kind of a fender bender between him and another vehicle that was driven by the lady in question. And he said he had to move when he saw people gathering. And, knowing him as a celebrity and everything, but when he moved, he didn't abandon her, per se. He got his team on it, he traveled, came back, and all of that. Long story short, he still spoke to the lady's husband, went to see the lady in the hospital. She had been discharged. He detailed what he tried to do. For me, his apology is sincere.
Yeah, I think so.
Timaya is one of the real ones out there, and I think we need to cut him some slack.
Oh yes,
and allow him move on from this.
That's why I said that I didn't expect it. But
I'm happy that she has accepted his apology, because he actually reached out to her directly. Because again, there were rumors or talks of a court case or a court suit and everything. And he actually did say he didn't even know that he hit her, which is really very possible in this scenario.
Exactly. So shout out to Timaya. And this is the kind of behavior you expect from everybody. Everybody makes mistakes, but it is the ability to own up to those mistakes. Because at times, all you really need to do is just apologize and stop explaining. But Nigerian drivers. Anyway, sorry for another day. There's been a lot of issues that has popped up all over the week, and one of it that I was going to talk about before we even go to sports was one I saw today. I don't know if you had seen it. It has been trending for a few days, and this is involving what's this thing called now? A restaurant, a fast food, Chicken Republic, where it was said that a video was made that two I don't want to call them security men, like they're basically like door boys or security men. Anyway, they were seen dancing in the restaurant, and then a few hours after, they got sacked.
Okay.
And of course, there's been a lot of backlash that why would they sack them?
It's actually Chicken Republic. We're going to mention the brand because it was trending all through. It's still trending this morning. So what's up? What are you saying?
Yeah, that's the point. Like, there's been a lot of back and forth about it.
You want my opinion on this? So I saw the video, and initially I didn't even listen to the music they were dancing to. I'm like, who are these fools? I'm sorry, that was what came to my mind. Like, why are they doing that? Are they shooting maybe like a commercial or something. Because at times snippets are put out and you don't know the
You
story
know
behind
the story
it.
behind it.
Then later I now saw the tweet over and over again. People were retweeting it. It went from 100 likes to over 3,000. And so I was forced to watch the video. And they were dancing to Goya Menos Dorime. And I'm like, oh, interesting. Okay. One thing, again, I digress. Or I stay on the matter, but I'm not. Why do they play loud music at eateries? Yes, nobody's talking about that.
Thank you very much.
Why do you play loud music? It's not a club.
If I want, I have headphones. I have music on my phone. I came here to eat. I did not come here to dance.
So that's one. Two, people are asking if it's right or wrong. People are asking what would you do? I saw a tweet from Reno, the NSAS lady, and she was like, oh, that they missed a chance for PR and all of that. They could have cashed in on it, and they said they were sacked and all of that. I said to myself, let's take it in perspective. Were you employed to dance at the door? Or were you employed as a doorman? Now forget the uniform they're wearing. They're just like porters.
Yeah.
They're not security or anything.
Yeah.
But in Nigeria, they look like security men, and that's what they call them. So, first question is, what kind of training did they get? Were they properly briefed on their job? And if they did, do they know that what they
the import of what they're doing?
Exactly, because were they told that it was okay to dance all through? Now, these guys are already social media hits. They call themselves the Happy Boys One. Okay. Search for them on TikTok and Instagram. And the Happy is spelled with a IE. I did a little bit of digging like I always do. So there's another video where someone went to look for them. I don't know how the person found them. And they confirmed in that video that they had been fired and they were being owed a month's salary. Everything looks scripted to me. Their dance steps are in sync and everything. They already have social media with massive following. And they kept on saying in that video of how they're going to continue making people happy and that they should let it go viral, that they wanted it to go viral. And I said to myself, looks like this guy is actually going to get that job
just
for this purpose.
Yeah.
So, in essence, you might criticize what I'm saying or criticize Chicken Republic all you want, where they employed for this purpose. Some people now came with the parallel. Oh, we see policemen dancing. It's not the same.
It's not the same thing.
You get now in their manual, as long as they are controlling traffic, they can't do any wrong. You get, but in yours, it's a private establishment. People are there to buy food or sit down to eat food.
You're not there to entertain people.
You are not an entertainer. But again, it made me think, because I like to look at things from several angles. There's nothing wrong if Chicken Republic decides to get porters who dance. You get, but don't be dressed as a security person and or whatever. Let them be doormen who. It's fine. But again, why do we justify things that have gone against a brief?
See, that's my issue.
Were they told that they could dance during office hours?
Because for me, the issue that I have with it is, as much as everybody's going on about, because something goes viral, we try to look for excuses for it. The first thing that I say is professionalism. Is that what are you supposed to be doing at said when do you? Take, for example, I think that we should juxtapose this thing. You are a bank official. Yeah? You're supposed to be, let's say you're a cashier. I get to the bank and you are dancing. Excuse you. I didn't come here to watch you dance.
Excuse me.
Literally. It's because as much as he's a gay person or he's a porter or what's it called, it's a job. Is that what you are asked to do? And if you're not doing what you're asked to do, the person that employed you can actually let you go. I think that we justify so much wrong behavior, and we try to, and I think it's this thing that we're doing, we're breeding indiscipline.
We are.
We're breeding indiscipline. The truth is, that is not what you are asked to do. I get to workplace that I'm paying you money, or I see you dancing, I'm lost. Where does that work? If I'm dancing, would I get to where it does not make any sense to me. I don't know why we do these things a lot, but it is what it is.
So a lot of people have had opinions. We've had ours. Tell us what you think. You don't need to agree. You can disagree.
Okay, and before we go, there's a lot of news coming from Nigeria and the Ukraine Russia thing and the evacuation and all that. Before we get to that, there's a lot of football this weekend starting on Saturday. Sorry. Yeah, starting on Saturday. There's no Premier League today. So tomorrow there's Leicester City Leeds, there's Aston Villa Southampton, there's Burnley Chelsea, there's Newcastle Brighton, there's Norwich Brentford, there's Wolves Crystal Palace, and Liverpool West Ham.
Interesting games being stacked up at the weekend, but none of them can hold a candle to the Manchester derby.
Yeah.
Man City versus Man United.
On Sunday.
Man United struggling, going through it, and all of that. Man City in cruise control.
Trying, but they need that.
They dropped points recently.
They did.
So there's a little bit of chink or a dent in the armor, but that doesn't take anything away from the well-oiled machine. That is Man City. But we know one thing that they always say, the experts say, that when it comes to football, form is thrown out of the window. Mm-hmm. It's a derby. When it comes to derby,
it's a different ball game entirely. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
And recent statistics have shown that regardless of what people are saying about Man United, the arrival of Ralph Rangnick has actually changed their fortunes. They've been able to garner a lot of offensive points and all of that, even while dropping unnecessary points too. Anyway, so this is going to be an interesting weekend.
I think it's going to be an interesting game.
Super Sunday, and we can't say any other thing than if you're a betting man, think wisely before you gamble with this one.
But for me, even though there are days that Manchester City can just mess up, I don't think this is one of the times. Because it's not just about points also now, it's bragging rights, yeah? Manchester United, I don't think you should put your money on them. I'm just saying, just putting it out there. Shout out to you, my United people. But okay, there's also a lot of sports issues happening around the world. The Russian-Ukrainian issue has really dealt a huge blow on Russia and Belarus sports generally. As of today now, there's a Special Olympics World Winter Games that is supposed to hold January 2023 in Russia. It has officially been cancelled. Russia is now set to appeal the football ban that has been imposed on them by FIFA and UEFA, which I think is the right way to go, really.
So
you don't feel good about it?
We were talking about sports and how at some point Russia was also trying to show the world that they could mix it with the big boys. And so this Special Olympics or this special sports event that you're talking about, it's supposed to be in the city of Kazan. Mm-hmm. So and I was trying to remember Rubin Kazan. That was the team that was paying some mad money to footballers to switch from all over the world. Okay. So it was Kazan and all of that. So Kazan is known for sports. They're very, very good at sports and everything. But, war is a terrible thing. Nobody likes war except you're an arms dealer or a government official that feels like you're probably going to make some quick buck off it. But no matter what happens, the sanctions are on the up and up.
Yeah.
And Russia is still bedding down and still, saying that they're going to go ahead with the attack on Ukraine.
Yeah, and there's also talks about Ukraine's match with Scotland being postponed because of this particular matter. It's a very very sad one. About them coming to Nigeria, NFF has officially released a 30-man provisional Super Eagles squad that would face Ghana. If you've seen the list,
I have seen the list, kind of, yeah.
And what do you think about it?
Those are the names that you want to see.
Oh, really?
Those are the names you want to see. The same Igalos and the Musas and. all
I'm,
the
I'm,
other
I'm
names
actually
that are
surprised
there.
that Igalo is still in that team, though.
Yeah,
why it's back again.
Don't forget that Igalo recently played against Chelsea, at the World Club competitions.
Yeah, but they
And
lost
he
now.
still played the Ilal or whatever derby at the weekend and everything. It's understandable. These are the names. I don't know which other names that people were expecting to be. And the provisional list at some point is going to be trimmed down to 23 or they're about 23 or 25, depending on what the coach and the FF or the FA want. But it's good that they brought it up at a time like this. So we start to monitor the players who are on that list, the ones that should be and ones that shouldn't be. Because the game against Ghana is a must win for Nigeria.
It's a must win. And if they want to solidify it, just win both games. It just makes it very, very easy for them. And now, it's still the Boomba on your Boom Radio NG. And we still have about 12 minutes to go. And I was going to talk about a lot of issues. Still talking about Ukraine and the Russian war. And a lot of things I'm going to talk about now is pertaining to Nigeria. First things first, good news is that about 409 Nigerians have arrived. Nigerians from Poland had arrived Nigeria this morning. They have arrived Abuja this morning from an Air Max flight. I think that's great news. There's great news because there was yesterday that there was talks about a flight, I think an Air Peace flight that had to be postponed because of some check-in issues back and forth. But at least it looks like the evacuation at least it has begun. And another one is that the Nigerian Diaspora Commission had come out to say that every person is going to be given $100.
Everything counts. But the most important thing is that we live in an era where we're able to witness Nigerians being evacuated from a war zone. It's a big deal. So, shout out to all the people involved, the Minister of External Affairs, the chairperson for the Nigerian Diaspora Commission, the House of Assembly members and all of that. And while we praise government for what they've done, I would like to ask a question. Why House of Assembly members flew to Poland and those places for this purpose?
I don't know, but I remember seeing when this conversation started, I think it was actually like an order. I saw a statement attributed to the Speaker of the House of Representatives that the chairman or the people in the in the Foreign Affairs Committee had to be in Ukraine or had to be in one of these other countries. Yes, so I remember there was a statement attributed to the House of the Speaker of the House of Representatives that they had to go.
To do what? So this should be directed at the Speaker now, since he mandated it. To do what? To help enumerate, to help them pack their bags. What exactly did the House of Rep members go to in a crisis situation? What exactly did they go there for? That's the question.
Question. Okay. That I cannot answer. But still talking about this issue, another issue that has come up now is the Nigerian ambassador to Poland had now come to cry out. That basically talking to Nigerian parents who have wards, who have children that were actually schooling in Ukraine that are now in Poland, and they're talking about how a lot of Nigerian students do not want to leave, and he's putting out a lot of warnings, talking about how Poland is not particularly a very accommodating country, and I think they're doing amazing that they even open their borders, that Poland does not even open borders to people like that, and that he would love that Nigerians or Nigerian students do not constitute a nuisance in Poland, as Poland has only given everybody being evacuated from Ukraine a 15-day visa.
My people will shame you.
Okay.
My people will disgrace you. Niger.
Oh my God. Oh God. You didn't see the look on your face.
So there was this
Oh God.
sports event that was coming up in Northern Africa. And guess what? That time there were no direct flights to Northern Africa. So you had to go maybe with Alitalia or any of those airlines. And you know what that means.
And you go
now.
all the way to Italy.
But you know what that means now. Stop over in Italy.
And Bo were running at the airport.
By the time the team got to, is it Tunisia or so?
We're not
They
completed.
were now up to 9 players now. How they want to play tournament?
Wow.
At least you need 11 players to even start a game.
Wow.
That's how bad things get when we get these chances and we think we're being smart, but we're just being dumb.
And according to him, there's this statement from him that he says that in Poland they have stringent laws. If not because of this crisis, you can hardly come out and see any black walking on the street. It's difficult. They're disciplined people here in Poland, and they don't care who you are. If you like, be the president of the country. If you contravene any of their country's laws, they will arrest the persons. And we blacks should try as much as possible to be very careful. I know you people must be you're involved in a very serious problem while running for your lives. I'm here to assure that every one of you that Nigeria is here for you. We have made provisions that nothing should happen to you. But you need to go back to your country.
Please, listen to the man. Just listen.
I think that it is appalling if we're still having this kind of conversations. I think it is
in 2020.
It's seriously appalling. Why? You're running from somewhere and then they ask you to leave. In your life, you probably will not ever go to Poland. What are you people that actually like run? Because for me, some people actually have plans. Like for example, the person that he said that of course they probably had planned it that they were going to run, yeah? You didn't know there was going to be a war. You probably left in whatever it is, however you left, and here you are trying to run. Do you know anybody in Poland? I don't understand why we do the things we do, but anyway, another very interesting story that came out of this is that as of today, over 400 Nigerians, that was yesterday, sorry, over 400 Nigerians with military experience had volunteered to fight Russian forces. Over 4 of them had converged at the premises of the Embassy of Ukraine in Abuja. And they had expressed their readiness to join the Ukrainian side, saying that they wanted to fight. A lot of them have been discharged from the Nigerian army. And a lot of them were unhappy and disappointed when they were told the requirements to go to Ukraine.
Yeah. We heard about how the news broke that the Ukrainians were seeking
Recruiting
assistance.
people, yeah?
There's even a form. I've seen the bromide of that form online that you should fill. So, these Nigerians would have calculated and said, you know what? Nothing will happen now. No be Oyibo war. We'll go fight them now. And they decided to go there. Only for them to be told that if you even want to come and die for us, you have to pay money
for your flights to go and die. Now, they according to the embassy, saying that each person will have to provide $1,000 each to fund their tickets and visas. They're also saying that according to a particular person, that they were earlier told that they were going to be paid $7,000 per month, which they later changed to $3,300. One thing in my mind is, does Ukraine even do they have those kind of resources right now?
It's possible though.
Anyway, A particular person is saying that he needs the money to take care of his family. But I'm sorry, yo. I'm just saying, like, with Nigerian currency and all that, if you have $1,000, like, you have $1,000 to actually, like,
bank rate is 400 and something or 500 and something.
you have 1,000. Let's just approximate it. You have 500,000 naira. Bam. I don't think Ukraine is still.
But your 500,000 naira can guarantee you 1.5.
What if you die in the first month?
That's if now. They'll give your family.
You can actually die a few days after you get to
They will
Ukraine.
give your family.
They'll give your family how many months?
Whatever,
how many days did you work?
Severance that you are entitled to. The thing is, what if and what if you don't?
But what if you do?
And what if you don't?
Because there are 1,001 people that are dying at the moment.
Exactly. For every 1,001 that you're talking about, there are millions of them that are not even captured by the system.
Okay, at this point, let us be good.
Ukraine is saying, use your money.
So come and die for our country.
Die for our
That's
cause.
all. That's all.
The man not even serious. To say that Ukraine president is serious, if you don't say plain.
The man has had about 3 assassination attempts on his life just this week alone.
But how do you expect people who want to come and fight for you to use their money to buy tickets?
You are the one that chose. You either agree to their terms or you don't. On that note, that's all we'll be able to take today on The Bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again on Monday with another wonderful edition at 3 p.m. West African time on boomradio.com.
Remember, we're not shutting down. We're 24 hours around the clock.
Peace.